What's up, y'all? I'm back on the mats. The indoor mat, should I say. And it's a great date, actually. It's not only the end of May, but it is the beginning of something outer worldly. And I'm speaking on the blue moon. If you know, you know. If you get into that astrology and all of that, then you know and you feel it. And so that's why I decided to show up on the mat today, because like I said, this month has been very odd. Although in the beginning of the month I set my intentions to show up more. Life's. And me being able to post one video after that 2-week stretch of life just lifing was something that I was proud of, actually. And so here I am for the third time this month. I mean, more, not as much as March, but more, definitely more than April. So I'm giving myself credit for that, and I am not judging myself for only posting now for this third time this month. So anyway, despite all the yapping, I am going to get into some quick yoga, approximately 5 minutes, nothing too much, nothing too long. I do not have yoga names today. However, I will search them up and put them in the caption. So we're gonna start off with cat and cow arms. So usually we would do cat and cow in a tabletop pose, but this time I'm gonna do it with my arms only, because I've been doing a lot of back work and pull-ups lately, and I will update that as well on this channel in a short reel. Well, they call them shorts. So shorts reel, I will update my activity progress for the month. Despite life, and I've still been able to get my movement in. I've still been able to be intentional about my healing, and most importantly, humor. So that's a plus. So yeah, with that being said, we're just gonna hop right into our 6 yoga movements for the day, for the last day of May, for the receiving of the energy of the blue moon. Guess my favorite color, by the way. Just take a wild guess. And we'll do 30 seconds for each pose, but we'll break it down into 10 seconds 3 times. So, like I said, we'll start off with cat and cow arms. So, like I said, normally you would do cat and cow like this. In that motion. But this time, I will keep my butt on my feet and be in a seated position while I do it, and I'll show you before I start the time. So it'll look like this. And really engage in your core while you're in that motion. So I'll set my timer for 10 seconds, and then I will repeat 3 times. We will repeat 3 times, not 10 minutes, 10 seconds. Or I can actually, you know what? I'm gonna do the whole 30. So we'll do the whole 30. 30 seconds on the timer. Inhale, exhale to really ground and receiving the energy that doing this pose will give. And let's begin. I'm going to inhale on the come up, exhale on the come down. Really keeping those shoulders down. Keeping your core engaged. And that is time. And I feel good. Relaxing. Okay, next we will do puppy pose for the same duration, 30 seconds. So how you do puppy pose, you'll walk your legs back and walk your arms forward and really extending the middle. So you're going to use your shoulders to bring your middle back low, pushing your lower back and hips back, if that makes sense. So it's like a arch, not the type of arch that people normally are talking about, but a puppy arch. So we'll start that timer. We're really gonna relax our shoulders down so our arch is developing with the least resistance and tension. And as you get better, you'll be able to really arch. And your hips will no longer be tight. And then you'll even be able to extend it more at a later time. Okay. That was 30 seconds. Oh, we actually need to stay in that position. Okay, next pose will be needle. So needle and thread. So, starting that tabletop position, you're going to needle through and also bring your shoulder to the floor. And we'll do both sides for 30 seconds. And so let's begin. Needle. And breathe. And even if you have your shoulder through, you want to keep it relaxed. You don't want to have your shoulder elevated. You want to keep it relaxed. Core is engaged. It is too relaxed. You can bring that arm down if you need to, but the elbow really gives it that needle feel, that needle and thread feel, if you keep your elbow up. Okay, now we're going to switch. You can see how it looks from behind. I'm going to keep my elbow up to really support that shoulder stretch, and I'm keeping my elbow not up towards my ear, but down. Keeping my core engaged and my hips pushed back. And I'm breathing. And I'm coming out of it slowly. And next, we're going to stay here for tabletop. We're just going to hold our tabletop pose. You want to keep your core engaged. You don't want to keep your shoulders to your ears. Like I said, you want to keep them low. You want to keep your core engaged. You want to keep your back